will. So it's okay. Recording in progress. So hello everyone. I'm happy to see you today. See some of you today. You please feel free to open your microphone when you want to share something with us. We are going to have 25 minutes together to talk about the power of limits. While I'm presenting myself, I'm perhaps going to put the chat on also. I found it. Yeah. Okay, they're up. Do you hear me well and see my screen? Do you see my screen well? Good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's go. So, while I'm introducing myself, I will be very happy if you could, if you want, put in the chat your name, for example, where you are, and what is your mood today with a word. That will be very nice for me to have this information. And if you want after to introduce yourself orally, you can, of course. So, sorry. I don't know if you see well. So I'm Karine Fabiani-Lugez. As you can hear with my accent, I'm French. I'm an enthusiastic professional coach, and I work with my clients to identify and develop a nice, healthy, and meaningful professional life. That means that the awareness part is a very important part of the journey, of course, to understand who we are, what we want, how we work, and how we work with ourselves, and how we work with others also. So it's important. I work quite a lot of the management of stress, emotions, and on the communication also, because it's very important to be healthy, to have a nice life, to develop a high quality in our relationships. I think it's very important. And yes, if I can suggest you a posture today, it's really, we are going to talk about a subject that I think we are not very, it's not a very common subject. We don't speak about limits all the time. So just be open, respectful, of course. Feel free to share or not. And of course, benevolence is very important in this kind of subject, of course. So I don't know if you put something in the chat. I don't see anything. Do you want to speak? To present? Hi, Caroline from Belgium.
Hello, I can also speak.
Yes, the mood of the day is curious.
Yes, I'm curious to learn more about this topic. It's really interesting.
Okay, we want to introduce itself and himself or herself, and to share the mood of the day. Someone else?
Yeah, my mood of the day is actually I'm very excited today. I have some good things going on today. So my mood of the day is excited. I get to see my family.
Great. Okay. Thank you for sharing. So now, because time is flying, if you're okay, we are going to a new message in the chat. Hi, Marie in Basel, also French. Okay. Mood of the day, looking forward. Okay. Coming soon. So thank you for that. I'm I think now it's time to enter in the subject. I would like to ask you a question. When I say the word limit, what is the first idea that comes in your mind? Take a few seconds just to stop, to have an image or a word. What is for you the first thing that comes in your mind? And perhaps there's here a picture that is in accordance with your idea. I don't know. We want to share.
I am thinking about some obstacles that can prevent us from going forward. Forward.
Okay. So do you think it's obstacles? Okay, so it's limitation in the sense of you can move forward.
Yeah, but it will be difficult, and it's blocking the way.
Okay. Okay. Someone else want to share?
You have some answers in the chat. We have obstacle,
yes.
challenge and opportunities.
Thank you, challenge. Okay. Yes, challenge and opportunities. Yes, thank you for that, because thank you all for your for sharing, because you're right, in this question of limits, we really have a lot of perception and a lot of possibilities, of course. Sometimes we have limits, we put ourselves, or we have limits, fine wall, and it seems that it's difficult to move, to go where we want to go. And there's the idea also to, yes, difficulty, but the wall can be also protection, to protect ourselves, like this wall in China, to protect the country. But also, yes, it can be to liberate, to put limits somewhere, to allow us to go further. So there we have the idea of liberation. And also the freedom to say at a point, no, it's enough. And sometimes, of course, we have this idea to protect others and to protect ourselves with common law or common ideas. So first of all, I think it's important, it's to enter in this awareness session to very see the different possibilities we have with limits. And at this point, because it's something it's very important, I think if you think to situations that you are facing these days. So at this point, I already invite you to think to what kind of situation do you face today with at work, at home, with friends, with family, a situation where you don't feel totally comfortable. You can feel some frustration, some bad feelings, bad emotions. Just try to think to current situation, for example, or something you had in the past, because I think it's more interesting to work on something like that. So at this point, I would like to Oh, sorry, each time I do that. Yeah. Because working on limits is really working on our well-being. Because if we don't, yes, I think we can be depressed, we can be in burnout if we don't care, if we don't pay attention on that. But before being in this terrible situation, I think we have the option to be aware, to really listen to signs, to symptoms that we have, and that at this point we can say there's something I can do, because if I continue on that in that way, something will not be better. So do you have an idea, some ideas about the symptoms that we have when we have a problem of limits? Let's go. Say as you, how can we feel? How do we feel? In which state? Frustrated, yeah. Mm-hmm. What else? Other ideas?
Could be that we don't feel aligned with our true self, with what we represent. Mm-hmm. So there's like a conflict there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. And how do you feel when you are in conflicts?
You feel unbalanced, or not at ease, not comfortable, stressed.
Yeah. Something else?
I think not balanced was a good way to put it. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Not balanced.
Oh, sorry, I changed it. And
you feel
I think you're right. It's really the stress that can lead to anxiety. Mental workload is also a sign to feel overwhelmed, exhausted. All these signs are really signs that there's a problem of limit. And because it's very important in the relationships we can have, the resentment we can feel towards some people. It's a very, very important sign. When you don't want to pick up the phone when you see the name of someone, because you know that this person will ask you for something, and you won't be recognized for that, or you don't want to do that, or do you see what I mean? And so, okay, here you have some answer, or why do we have this problem of limits? I think I don't know if you are if you want to add something, but we want to be kind. We want to prove that we are strong. Or perhaps it's difficult to communicate with some people. We don't feel it's not easy, or we want to be perfect, or we don't want to be seen as someone selfish. So of course, then there's reason why it's not easy to put limits. May I ask you, in the situation you are thinking of, on a scale from 0 to 10, how much do you think you are managing the signs, you are taking care of the signs consciously? Yeah, do you have an idea? You can keep it to you, but it's a good way to think, to okay, do I take care? Do I have these symptoms? How do I deal with them? Do I listen to that? Now, stay with this. If you have this situation in mind, but you can try to think to situation, and you can do this job in each domains of your life. It can be at work, it can be with friends, with family, with your partner, in social activities. When do we have to put limits to feel good in our personal life, in the way we take care of ourselves? So the idea is really to to try to find the different places where we feel these symptoms, and try to understand the why. But so it's important to understand, what do we want to accept from ourselves? What do we want to accept from ourselves? Do you think we are in respect of what we need and who you are? That is really, that kind of question really help you to see what if you have to put some limits with some person, and to have a balanced life and to be aligned with you. So it's really something between you and the other, and between you and you, of course. And really, this picture of the door is really the exercise, I could say. We practice with the limits. Do I want to open the door if a friend asks me to help her to move this weekend, and I need to rest? Do I have to say yes? Is it a real yes or not? So do I open the door or not? I share with you this definition. It's a definition from a psychologist, an American psychologist. She writes a good book. And this definition is: limits are expectations and needs that help us to feel safe and comfortable in our relationships with ourselves and others, and to maintain our mental and emotional well-being. So something in the chat. No? Okay, thank you, Marie. And at this point, do you want to share comments or questions? No? Okay, so now imagine you have this situation. Imagine, I stay with my example with my friend who want me to help us to help her to move. If I don't really want, if I don't want to help her, I have the solution to say, I can say yes, but it will not be a real yes, but I can say no. I can say, I'm sorry, and I'm absolutely exhausted, and I have a lot of things to do. If I don't do that, and if I don't rest, I will be, it will not be good for me. If I come to help you, I won't be a very good helper, perhaps, because I will not be in the good mood. So that is a way really to assert yourself, to really improve your relationships, and really to clarify sometimes relationships, to really see what is the quality of the relationship. That also helps to have healthy time management, and of course that have impact on your level of energy, because you are more focused on important put energy and time on important things for you that give value back to what you do, what you say. And an important thing is that you take your share of responsibility by saying, no, I can't this time for that reason, that reason. And that give the other that is part of responsibility. Perhaps your friend will say, oh, you're so tired. I won't help you. I can see you this weekend, but the weekend after we will do something together to have a good moment together. So it's important information that you are sharing, and that really feed your relationships. That is why limits are really good for freedom and lightness in your life. So to finish with that, because it's very a short moment, and I would like to have 1 or 2 minutes with you to know if you want to share something and to hear your comments. The first and the more important thing is really to be aware. So that is the first thing. And then when you have the sign, when you see the sign, the symptoms, you see the situation, then you can think about, why do I feel like this? What do I need? What do I have? Why could I ask then? And then that is the moment to deal with yourself of, okay, what do I want to deal? What limit do I want to put? I am okay if I say no. There will be consequences on that, maybe. But if it's better for me to say no, I'm okay with the consequences. So, and then you prepare your communication, and to communicate and act and really with assertivity. Because remember the door. If you don't put the door at the right place, you can say, oh, no, I won't come this weekend to help you. Your friend, oh, please come. I need you. And then maybe the be kind will tell you somewhere here, yes, you have to be kind with her. So assertivity is, of course, something to develop to really respect the limits you put to yourself and to others. So, and after it's life. So you have to adjust, because your needs will change. It will depend with the situation and of the person, and of course of yourself. And of course, the more important, be nice and kind to yourself, because the objective is the well-being and a happy life. So, do you have anything to share about if you have in mind a situation, or what do you think of that? Do you have any comments? We have 2 minutes left. Caroline, Marie, Charlene, what do you think? What do you feel after this
I
class?
think it's, as you say, important to first be aware, because I think what I tend to do is just deny any problem that it might create. Oh, okay, I'll be fine, and you put the others before yourself. So that's the first thing that came to my mind, because I think I tend to just deny all this, and then problems come, and it might get bigger and bigger. So the other thing which is linked, the other thing I would remember is that we have to respect ourselves first, to respect others. I think that's really linked. So really recognize our needs, and learn and don't be afraid to express them simply.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Caroline. Marie, Charlène, something to share or to say?
No, not really much from my side, but I really appreciate the message and I like the perspective. So thank you very much. I like this slide as well. I liked the point.
Thank you, Charlene. Okay, so Marie, a word or so? Yes, I see you.
No, I mean, nothing to add. Yes, I think it's a good slide. Yes. I know I have difficulties with boundaries, and I think when you're talking about limits, you're talking about boundaries.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think what Caroline was saying is actually something that resonates with me as well, that you need to respect yourself before respecting others. And so this is important to remember.
Okay, yes. So that will be the sentence of the end. Respect ourselves, maybe, to find this freedom and this lightness in our life. So I thank you. 30 minutes, it's very it's very short. So I wish you a very bright journey in this awareness and management of your boundaries or limits. And I wish you a lovely day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karine.
Take care. Bye-bye.